down when I go full screen, but then I'll fix that later. All right, then I'll have to just use the normal way. All right, now let's look at the AI tools and ethics in today's session. Uh, we have interacted with AI systems before. Some are on the basic levels, but then we need to now learn very well and perfectly on how all this now operates. And to do that, I want us to have an engagement so that you can be able to tell me whether you have interacted with the several AI tools that I'm going to showcase. Um, we looked at artificial intelligence and machine learning introduction last time. And let's dive into these AI tools and various areas where they are used. Presentations, AI tools. When you want to do a presentation, what are the major AI tools that you can be able to use? Have you ever used Beautiful AI? Try to search from your side. If you have opened another window on your side, so that you can be able to know how the Beautiful AI looks like. Gamma, Pitch. If you have never heard about Pitch, then you have the say here. The other tool that you need to have in mind is Plus. Plus is also an AI tool, so if you have ever used only Gamma, then you must be able to know that you also have these others. So you have Beautiful.ai, Gamma AI, Pitch, Plus, Pop AI, Presentation.ai, and the Slides Go AI. And then you have the Tom. So all these are AI tools that you can be able to use to design your PowerPoint presentation. Assume you have a meeting, you have a webinar, you have a conference, or you are doing the presentation for your thesis or dissertation, defense, or any grant projects, then you need to have a tool that can be able to create for you the very best PowerPoint presentation. Because sometimes you have a large document that you need to consolidate it into a very small segment. Maybe the presentation requires only 2 minutes, and you have a paper that you have designed that is over 60 pages, and you need to summarize that idea. I know if you have never done some pitch or grant discussions, then you might not be able to understand what we are saying, because some sponsors or investors are keen to only the major area where they want. The rest is the story. The other tools that we use are chatbots tools, AI tools. For chatbot AI tools, have you ever used ChatGPT? I know you have used it, but have you used Cloud? Cloud is also a very good tool, but it's purely commercial. You must pay. You have very few coins, or what do they call, credits, for you to complete your chat. And then after that, it shuts down. So until it resets again the memory for it to reload for a free version to continue. But now, if you want now to enjoy working with it, then you have to make the payment. Their payments are somehow higher or nearer to ChatGPT, but I can tell you Cloud has the best service compared to ChatGPT. I think ChatGPT is overworked and it seems to get confused with so many things. But Cloud is a very powerful tool. Even in PowerPoint presentation, it can make for you the best. We have DeepSeek. DeepSeek is now majorly because now the Asians, mostly with Americans, they seem not to share very many things in common because and when they see another system has been launched that seems to work the same way, they can also move very fast and develop their own. We saw that with WhatsApp and WeChat, uh, and so many other things that are being used. Like if you go to China and all those other areas. We have DeepSeek, which is on the other side of Japan, China, and so on. So uh, I, it is more of content. It's more of content. Actually, when you do with it a long, if you want to get long texts, like long and more detailed content, then you use DeepSeek. Unlike ChatGPT, ChatGPT seems is basically made mostly to make a summary. Unless you prompt it to make for you a detailed content, that's when it can be able to make it. Okay, but DeepSeek can make for you large contents. Obviously, Gemini the same, but it's held by Google, so it's also available in your Google. It's also actually you can work with Gemini for long compared to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can lower its credits. I don't know. Is it because Gemini also encourages you to use it because we also have AI mode for Google? So we also have that AI mode for Google, which now consumes the Gemini APIs, which is uh, their system. Then we have the Grok. Grok is owned by SpaceX, the one for Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter. Nowadays called X. He just renamed it from Twitter to bear the names of SpaceX because he owns SpaceX and Tesla companies. So Grok is owned by them, and it's also a very powerful one, but purely you have to pay before you use it. Then you have the Meta AI, which normally prompts on your mobile phone in WhatsApp when you're using WhatsApp or in Facebook. So Meta AI is owned by Facebook or the Meta company, which owns how many programs. You know, somebody might be thinking that Facebook is different from whatever. So I can tell you that Meta owns three major products. That is the Facebook, Instagram. They also have Reels with Instagram, Facebook Reels, and Instagram Reels. We also have there is one that I've forgotten, but they also own WhatsApp, normal WhatsApp, and WhatsApp for business. So all of them. So all these products. That's why you see when you do any post in your WhatsApp, like in your status, it can easily tell you, can you share it or post it even with other social medias? Because now they have linked. So you can easily, when you want to advertise through your WhatsApp, you can still, that advertisement can still run also in Facebook and in uh, in Facebook and in Instagram. So I hope I'm audible on your end there very well. The other thing is MS or Microsoft Copilot. Copilot is now owned by Microsoft, and it's mostly integrated to the Microsoft Edge browser. This Microsoft Edge browser, this one. You can even see it popping out here to ask you to chat with it. So it's here. So that is how that uh, Copilot works. Although now Microsoft also has what is called the Bing AI, which is mostly now integrated to the this Microsoft Edge browser, because they stopped using Microsoft Edge, which used Explorer, which used to be there. So Bing AI also consumes and this Microsoft Copilot are the two that are being used by Microsoft in their various functions. Then we have Perplexity. Perplexity, we use them in research and literature review and so on. So you need to go and look at Perplexity very well and how it works. Please just search for Perplexity, try to interact with it, and then you can be able to see. Then we have the email AI tools, which are also very, very important. I hope my screen is displayable on your ends very well. Nobody is affected. Email AI tools. You have the clipit.ai. Friday, you have Mail Maestro and Shortwave and Superhuman. Superhuman will help you to take notes instantly as you do your meeting, so that at the end of the meeting, it sends you the summary of the entire meeting. That's why we used to ask that now, why do you need a secretary to be with you in a meeting? Because at the end of the day, you'll find that the superhuman will do for you all the tasks that the secretary was to do. It will take all the minutes, listen to the entire conversation, and even show you the transcripts. To be able to tell you who said what, at what time, and what. So you can still export it and then write what is called a report, because it also gives you its own summarized report, but you can still do more. So these ones are in the email area. Then we have major AI tools that are used for programming. Programmers or people who are in the computer science, IT, software engineering, you talk about all this tech industry section, and they are doing some programming, then they can be able to use cloud, where they have what is called Codex, or also ChatGPT, which also uses Codex. And then we have Ask Cody, we have Codiga, we have Casa, especially for mobile app development. And then we have GitHub Copilot, which has just been launched recently to monitor the projects and programs and the deployments that programmers have done. I know I have computer scientists in the program registered. They understand what we are saying. Then we have the Quodo, the Replit, and the Tab9. So all these are very, very important when it comes to AI programming. So even if you are not a good programmer, you can just tell them what to do, and then they can be able to write for you a code that you are looking for. A code is just a simplified syntax that or a group of statements that and functions that can be able to execute a task that you want it to do. AI for image generations. So for you, if you want to generate some images, you can use these tools. You have Adobe You normally use the Adobe Photoshop and so on. Nowadays, now Adobe has an extension of AI capability, which you can just ask it to do for you what you want, and then it can be able to do that for you. We have Canvas, we have DAL dot hyphen E, we have Flax One, we have Ideogram, Midjourney, Recraft, and the Stable Diffusion. We also have yeah, those are the major ones. Then we have those ones for data visualization. So you are trying to work with Excel and it's not giving you the best data analysis that you are looking for. So you can easily integrate them, your Excel, with Calendly, Clockwise, Motion, Reclaim AI, Tasked, and Trevor AIs, and Rake. So these are very powerful tools that can be able to help you to perform the data visualization and analysis of all your data the way you want it to be done. Then you have AIs for data continuation. Here is we have the Deck Pilot, you have Flourish, Julius, Visme, and then you have the Zing Data. So all these are very, very powerful tools used in data visualization and analysis. AI for graphic designs. You want to design very good logo and so on. Sometimes I have lectures with some of my students in the university, and where they are also building some things with graphics. For instance, I just show something that these tools can be able to do. Um, Let me just show just some small project that some students did here this semester. We just ended January, April. I think this was like an assignment, so you can see majority of them. Uh, can see some of the designs that they have made. So this one is really trying to do a part. I think there was one that I wanted to showcase here. Alex, let's look at Alex. Look for Alex. Yes, for instance, this one here. She has used this to create this kind of, you see. So now, so if you want to design like that of Safaricom and so on, so you can easily do that with Canvas tools. So those are also top tools. So where are these tools? You can easily see them within this space. Uh, let's just let me use another browser for you to maintain seeing that. So here, if you come to Canvas, you can be able to see what you have. You can either log in or you can easily, so mostly to work with it, you must be able to log in first for you to be able now to come up. So if you want to design presentations, you want to make social media uh, and TikTok videos and other things, you can be able to do that. If you want to make some good graphics and pictures for your Instagram for marketing and so on, then these are the tools for you to use. All of them are AI based. So there's no need to start designing from scratch. So you can see getting market plans and so on, all of it can make you get something. So all these are tools. If you want to design all these things here, image enhancements, mockups, brochures, flyers, invitation cards, business cards for your business, websites, printouts, PDFs, posters, all these. You can be able logos. Then you can use this tool called Canvas. If you want to create, even using Canvas AI assistant, it can be able to work for you. They have their payments here. You can just check, but they are very friendly. So whether you are in IT, whether you are in video editing, whether you are in whatever field, marketing, visual comms, brand templates, security and SSOs, and so on. So all of them, it can support you. Now it supports people in education sector even more, because you can use it for schools, for teachers, and many other things that can help academic successful to be more successful. So those are very, very powerful tools that you need to be able to learn how to manage and work with them. Canvas. Then we have design.com, Framer, we have Rick, all of them. You have a Voma for meeting notes. Now, if you want now to take meeting notes, like you have joined using this meeting using your tools, then you can have a Voma, you can have Equal Time, you can have Fathom, Fireflies, you can have Crisp, and you can have Otter. You also have other tools like the Recraft, the Quillbot, the Writle, the Pseudowrites, and the Write Sonic. Then you have AIs for knowledge management, the Notion, the Tetra, and the Mem. Those are major tools there. Now you have also these other tools which we have already said, but you have the Zapier.ai. You can as well as look at the Notion. I think we have said about all these and where they are used. Now, we have free and paid. With Gemini, you can use it for long, even without paying. ChatGPT, you cannot use it for long. After a short while, it tells you that your credit's over, or try again after some time, so that the memory has to reset. But you can use Gemini for longer period and continue doing your work compared to that, especially when you're doing research. Number two, Gemini gives you much larger content compared to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you shallow or very summarized. It depends with your prompt engineering level. That is what will determine whether the content that you will receive is bigger and of higher quality, or it's just a small portion. We have Codata, especially for coding practices and experiences. Then GitHub Copilot is also very paid. You must pay for it before you use it, but Codata, you can continue using it with the free version. Simplified is also free. You can continue using it to create your videos. Like, for example, we can even check one. Simplified AI. So you are here. So once you get into it, you can be able to see. This is the real story about it. I don't know if you can you hear me there very well. If you are, then that's okay. So this is how this tool works. You can be able to make some videos and so on. If you are new to it, you can easily learn through this video that they have attached. And they also have
Hi there, this is John Lexo, and today I'm going to talk about a unique platform called Simplified IE. And I'm going to showcase the several features that you can get once you get Simplified IE. And if you find this platform interesting, something that you want for your business, I suggest for you to click on the link right below in the description. Just click on it so you can get a free trial. So what exactly is Simplified and why it's so unique? What is the benefit that you get by using it? Well, the main benefit is you get everything that you need for your online business in a single place. For example, if you need to write blog posts, you can use Simplified IE Writer to write blog posts, essays, and other types of content. If you need to have subtitles for your YouTube videos, you can also use Simplified. They have an IE that allows you to generate subtitles for your videos. It also lets you create and design thumbnails that look unique, catchy for your YouTube videos, also future images for your blog posts. Also, if you need, for example, to manage and schedule the posts that you want for your LinkedIn account, Facebook account, Twitter, and so on, you can also use Simplify for that. And that's really the main benefit, because if you wanted to do that with other platforms, usually what would happen is you would need to get like 4 or 5 accounts in different platforms to do basically the same thing, and of course the cost would be a lot more than just simply using Simplified, where it has everything in a single place. So I'm going to show to you everything that you need to know about Simplified and how exactly it works. So let's check it out. So once you log in, this is the first page that you will see, and you will find several boxes over here. I would say that each box is like a category of different tools that you can use for a specific thing. For example, the IE Designer gives you all of the IE tools that you need to design thumbnails for your videos, create advertisement for Facebook, create images for blog posts, and so on. And the IE Video is everything that you need for your videos, such as adding subtitles for your videos and so on. Okay, so that's how you should see each one of them. So let's say I'm going to select the first one to show you some pretty cool options that you can use over here. One thing I like about Simplified is you have a lot of video tutorials. Okay, once you go below to each section, each category that you choose of tools, you can see that you can find several videos that you can view. So you can watch this video to get a better idea of the different tools that you can use over here. As you can see, you have plenty of different tools that you can use. There's really a lot, okay? And I'm not going to showcase every single one because it will take a long time, but I'm going to choose the ones that most likely you will want to use, because there are tools that you probably need to, if you also need to select the size that you want. I like probably will want to use is this one, IE Test to Image. This is a great tool that you will want to use. It creates pretty impressive, as you can see, images that you can use for your YouTube videos, and you don't need to worry about copyright problems, okay? And what you need to do is you put over here the description that you want, but you also need to select the size that you want. I like the landscape size. This is most likely the size that you want to use if you want to add a feature image to your blog post, or even images inside of your blog post. This size is pretty good for that. And also you can select the number of generations that you may want. I'm going to select 2 for this, and also the style that I want. Let's say cinematic. And then you just write the description. Let's say panda eating pizza in space, and let's see what we get over here. Okay, so you can see that we got 2 different images generated by artificial intelligence. They look very impressive. I really like the quality that you get with your artificial intelligence. This looks just amazing. You know, the panda eating pizza. It looks very, very good, really. And you can see Want to give a title. Let's say 5 best you will want to use if you have a YouTube channel is this one, IE Thumbnail Maker. As the name says, you can easily generate thumbnails for your YouTube videos. So for this, you want to select this size, YouTube thumbnails, and then you want to give a title. Let's say 5 best paleo diet tips. Okay. Now I press next, and you can see that you have a selection of different templates that you may want to choose. And also don't worry, because you can pretty much customize these templates with your own photo, with everything that you need. So it can.
Now, assume that now you are a director or a registrar or a head in a certain institution. Most of the time where you have a challenge is when it comes to marketing of your courses and the programs for your institution. So the question should be, what tools do you use? Are you still stuck to or just still using the normal graphic designers that you have in your institution or employed or whatever? No. You need somebody who has diverse skills, who can be able to use various tools to be able to sort out the problem, so that you can have the best advert going outside than any other. By doing that, then you'll now be able to attract more clients within your space area. So if you wish to design such kind of things, then we have simplified AI tools to do such, so that even if you don't want to use Canvas, so that you can design it from scratch, or you can use the Canvas AI assistant, still simplified is here also to be able to make that work so
Look
easier.
unique for your YouTube channel. Everything 5 best paleo diet tips. Increase it a bit. I just select everything, go over here and increase a bit over here. Not exactly this, but I want to increase everything. Just go over here. Let's put this probably a bit too big for what I want. Okay, let's put it like that. And also just give it more space so it passes over here, and we have something like that. And then if you want, you can also replace this image and add a new one. You just go over here, replace image. Let's go to my assets. You can go to your Google Drive, or you can also select one from your computer. You just need to browse over here and get one from your computer. In this case, I'm just going to add mine over here, just like this. Okay, and just increase everything because it was kind of cutting my head over there. Just kind of place it in a better place, just like that. And yeah, that doesn't look that bad. Okay, so I'm just going to select this part of the test and just change the color to make it a bit more vivid. Let's try it red. Okay, that doesn't look bad. If you want, you can even change the font over here. The font family, you just go over here and just select a different font for this, if you don't like the one that is over here. And let's try this one. Nah, that's not that good for this. Let's try this one. This is a simple one. Let's put bold over here. Okay. That doesn't look that bad. And over here you can see your site. Probably I would remove this over here and just leave it like this. Okay, for my, if I had like a diet YouTube channel, you can do something like this. And once it's done, you can go over here and you can select GP. I select this file style, and then you can just download it and go to your YouTube channel, upload your video, and use the thumbnail that you created. So now I'm going to show to you another category, which is IE video. As I already mentioned before, this over here, you can find all of the tools that you need for your videos. So you can remove video background, video to give, convert video, reverse video. As you can see, you have a lot of different tools, but most likely the ones that you probably want to use the most is this one, iVideo Clips, and also the subtitles one. The iVideo Clips allows you to cut your videos into smaller sections, also has subtitles to them, so you can use them for video shorts. So I'm going to use this one to show you how it works. If you want, you can grab a URL that you have on a YouTube or Google Drive. In my case, I'm going to grab a video that I already have on my computer and use for this purpose. Okay, so once it uploaded your video, you can see that you can select different ways or layouts for your video, the way that you want your subtitles, and so on and so on. So for this, I like this one over here. I'm going to select this one and just press next. And let's generate clips for this. You can also select the language. Let's put over here English and generate clips. So once your video has been processed, it will split your video into shorter sections. As you can see, in this case, it's 3-minute videos, but you can also choose between 1 minute and 5 minutes, depending on what you want. You also get a score over here. This is measured by the IE, basically giving you an idea of the potential virality of your video once it's published on YouTube or on TikTok, depending on the platform that you use. What I suggest you to do, let's first just check over here one of these videos so you can get a better idea, but let's open this up. To make thumbnails for your videos or thumbnail. So this is how the video looks like. You have the subtitles on the bottom, but what I suggest you to do is go to the edit, because sometimes what happens with IE is it doesn't understand some words correctly. So I suggest you go through the subtitles and correct where it is needed. But as you can see, this is a great way for you to quickly split your larger videos into shorter videos, so you can use them as shorts for your YouTube channel and TikTok channel. And it's a great way for you to get more subscriptions to your channels and also get more views to your channels. Another tool that you may want to try out is this one, IE Subtitles. Has the name describes, you can add, and then once again things, because sometimes I mean,
So that's how you can be able to use a simplified AI as a tool. So you'll practice and learn how to use it. You've seen the content there. Then you also have in videos, which are also very good in the development of video editing. Here in video, you can be able to make any video that you want, but you find that most of the productions or producers used to use Adobe Premiere Pro, which used to be, for you to have a licensed copy, it used to be very expensive. Yet within video AIs, you can be able to do a lot of things within a short period of time. And then we have also Runway Gen 2, which is also for video, text to video. That is, if you are a teacher, if you are a professional in a field where you are doing some trainings and you want to convert your notes into a video, then these are the tools that you can be able to use. And also the in video here, you can just put a text and then it can be able to convert that into a video. Then we have Toggle Plan, which is for project management. If you are in project management department, you need to know how to use the Toggle Plan and the Forecast. So Forecast is much, you can't use it for free, it's paid. Yet you can still use this for free if you want to reduce the cost. We have the Cryon AIs for image generations. Also, you have seen the simplified, you can be able to generate some images. So when you see some Gen Zs or the youths trying to generate some images of people from several areas, music producers, like if you look at in YouTube here for different songs, you realize most of the songs nowadays now they use AI generated covers, not the old ones. Let's try to see here one of the videos. Let's say, sorry, sorry for that. Let's say a video like the one Hallelujah by Zimbabwean artist. This one, you can see this cover here is AI generated. Even this one here is AI generated. Most of the videos, the covers are AI generated based. You see majority of them. So like this one also is AI generated. This one, even this one AI, even this one is AI, this one AI, this one. So you realize that now majority of the productions they are using the AI covers to make things nowadays. Even this one here is AI generated. So all these are tools that are used in all those areas. Then we have Midjourney, which is also used to generate images. Then you have Vance AI for photo editing. You have NAIF for data analysis. So if you are a researcher and you have reached to data analytics, instead of looking for someone to start doing for you the analysis of your research and for you to do now the findings and so on, then you can use Power BIs, you can use NIME instead of struggling with the SPSS, which are the old tools used a long time ago. Mosend email marketing. Then we have Omnisend for emails. So if you want to do email marketing, so that it can be able to use draw very many emails and then be able to send some emails, then you can use these tools. Then we have the Moz Keyword Explorer, which is for keyword research, especially for researchers. When you are like doing what is called literature reviews and so on, can as well as use this to search some keywords, or maybe you are looking for certain research papers on a specific titles or specific terms, then you can be able to use them, the Moz Keyword Explorer or the SEMrush. Then for GIMP, you can use it to also do the photo editing. Old days we used to use Photoshop, but then we can use GIMP. Then we have the Locker Studio, which is also for data visualization, which you can as well as use Tableau. But Tableau, you need to have some skills in order to use it, and also even Power BI, unless you have trained and you know how to maneuver with them. But with the Locker Studio, since it's AI based, you can just use it so easily. You just prompt it to do what you want. Then you have Canva for design, graphic design, web design. You have seen it. Adobe Creative Suite is also one of them. Google Drives and the Dropbox for business. So Dropbox, you can use it to store your data, especially if you have some very important documents that you don't want to lose them. Even when your computer or the phone crashes, then you can put them in a Dropbox, and also you can be able to upload them in Google Drive. So Google Drive is free, but Dropbox, after you've exhausted the free 10 GBs, then you can be asked to pay for it. Also Google Drive get full, so if you get exhausted of the 15 GB that was given to you for free, That's why sometimes people say, my email is full, my email is full. Why? Because your Google Drive has taken much of the content, because you synchronize your WhatsApp with direct downloads of the images and synchronization with your Google Drive and so on. So every photo that comes, it goes to the photo, Google Photos, Google Photos, Google Photos. So you fill your email section. So you need to fix that. For you to fix that, you go there, delete all the unnecessary photos and images and videos. Then you will see just your email, removing the issue about your email being full. Other more AI tools that we use are for bookkeeping and accounting AIs. You need to know QuickBooks Online AI. QuickBooks also launched recently the online AI, which is very, very advanced in that. We have Zero AI, Sage AI, Dext, and Receipt Bank. Then we have AI for emails, Outlook, Copilot, Gmail AI, which helps you even to edit your email and prompt you and correct for you the statements. We have the superhuman AIs, the mail maestros, and so on. We have additional AI tools for presentation or PowerPoint design. We have Formula AI, ROS AI, Google Lex AI, and then we have supervised AI, and so on. Within the AI chatbots, we had talked about them. AI for automations, we have Zapier, Make AI, UiPath AI, and Microsoft Power Automations. Then you have AI for your spreadsheet, so you need to link them. The Zoho Sheet AI, you have the ROS, you have the Google Sheet AI, and then you have the Excel Copilot AI. You can as well as link it with cloud, this one, and then you can be able to have very, very important work being done within your Excel. AI for data analysis, you have Tableau, Power BI, Local AIs, and so on. So all these tools are very, 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 very powerful, and they can make you solve certain problems. Now, my question to you before we get into this other phase, which of the tools have you used in those categories? Which tools have you interacted with in those categories? Have you ever used these other tools that you have seen here mentioned? If not, then from now until Monday, when we have another session for session 3, then you must have practiced with one of them, at least 5 of them. So let's give a turn so that 5 of them, everybody has to try to work with them, at least 5 of them. All right, that will be making it so easy and so simplified. Maybe now just a discussion. Can we have a discussion here now that who has used what and what did you realize? Let's have now this as a discussion. You can mute, you can unmute, and now tell us any tool that you have used in this and how has it worked with you throughout the journey. The floor is yours. Let's begin the discussion. Uh, Gabriel, Lydia, what tools have you used in those categories? Am I not audible? Hello?
Yellow, yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Anybody who has used any tool there? Which one have you used? Which one do you wish to use?
Yeah, okay. For me, I've used Gemini.
Uh-huh. To do
Somebody
which
else is
tasks?
here. Yeah, to create music.
Ah, that's so
Yes.
good. That's so good. Which
So
music?
I'll
Gospel?
just put in a whatever. Sometimes it's birthday. I just put in the prompt
Uh-huh.
that what I want. Yes, I put in the prompt and then it creates the music.
Uh-huh. Okay. Maybe we
If it
can
is birthday and
yeah, yeah.
or
Let's see.
anniversary, whatever, yeah, whatever prompt I put in, yes, it creates the music.
Let's say Gemini is there.
Yeah,
People might be wondering. So we can tell it here
create music.
that
Yes,
we can tell it to create the
yeah,
simple
create music.
create. You see now that's now when we now talk about prompt engineering, because you need to tell it what to do exactly. Create the simple gospel music, audio music, audio music with the lady's voice on on anniversary celebration, on anniversary celebration held in held in a birthday event, like that. Let's see what it's going to do for us. Although you can still now tell it to use a certain genre, or you can also tell it to use a certain vocal tone. You can as well as tell it to use the beat, which beat. Maybe there's a beat that you love, so it can be able to do such, and then be able to give you. So there it is. Music is on, so we can play.
Ooh, yeah, hallelujah. Another turn around the sun, a New Year's grace begun, and still we stand, two hearts made one. Through every season we have seen your faithful hand. On this day of our lives, a testament of grace we stand, more than we could ever ask or understand. Oh, a testament of grace we stand. Ooh, yeah, hallelujah. Another turn around the sun, a New Year's grace begun, and still we stand.
So that's our song. So we can ask it maybe add the best vocal and beats that can make the crowd dance. See? So you can describe it the way you want, and then it can be able to do for you specifics on what you want. And you can see you have your music, then you can be able to post it. Even that song of Hallelujah, you see, it was crafted also with the AI tone. That's what made it to be the to sound so nice, and people love it. Mm. After finishing, you can even upload it. Then you can now create the video for it, and then you post it in YouTube. Then you start earning your small coins when it reaches a certain level.
Oh, feel the spirit moving now, yeah. A dancing on this holy ground. So raise him up, let the praise break out. Oh, let everybody shout. Let 'em shout. This kind of joy is what it's all about. Come on and dance now, dance now.
So let's say that now. Add the video with African ladies on a celebration. Celebration. African ladies on a celebration, like that. So it's going also to work on it and then be able to. So you see now it's not able now to add a video. Why? Because we are using a free plan. But once you subscribe, then it can be able to create for you with the videos. Okay? Yeah, that is it. So we have 2 songs which we have already created. We can as well as even share them here so that people can play them. So I'm adding that. Let's see here from the downloads. We have 2 files here. All. So they seem. Where have I downloaded them? Okay, let me just attach a file. Just attach a file or like an image or video like that, and then here they are. You can be able to put those music there so people can listen to that. Very good songs. So we are done with that. So these AI tools are very powerful, and you can do whatever you want with them. Who else has used which one? Sia Aindongo. Which one have you ever used? Or she's still struggling with the camera? Gracious. Any other person who has used either of the tools that we have mentioned? What have you used for? And did you get the best results out of it? Oh, people seem not to. They're not interested to talk. Kajiteo. In Namibia, do you use this? Gracious.
Yeah, I've used the chat GPT.
To do what?
In preparing lessons. Sometimes I prepare lessons with chat GPT and I get the best result. Also, when I have I write I'm writing letters, I use still chat GPT. Somebody else is talking. Okay, so.
Okay. That's so nice. You can write a letter the way you want it to be. You can compose it so effectively and efficiently. So that is very important. So please try to interact with this, learn how these tools operate or work best, so that you can have you can practice with them severally. We shall be using one of them, 1 or 2 or 3 as we move on for practices as we handle this matter of AI. Now, let's look at now AI ethics. And for us to look at AI ethics, I have designed for you a video uh, that explains and demonstrates, or that has summarized the notes or the slide section that I wanted to present regarding AI ethics. So let's have a listen to this.
Welcome to day 2 of our beginner's certification course for student priests and sisters. Today, we dive into the critical intersection of AI and ethics. AI ethics is about ensuring our technologies respect human rights and promote fairness. We face challenges like data privacy, where sensitive information must be protected while still enabling AI functionality. Transparency is key. We need to understand how AI makes decisions to build trust. Accountability is crucial. Who's responsible when AI goes wrong? And let's not forget the importance of human dignity. AI should enhance our decision making, not replace it. By adhering to frameworks like IEEE's ethically aligned design and the EU's ethics guidelines for trustworthy AI, we can create systems that are not only innovative but also ethical. Remember, as we develop AI, we must prioritize the interests of others, ensuring our work uplifts society and respects every individual's dignity.
Good. Now, that video is made using AI Vid tool. So for you to vid, you just need to get into your platform or into your browser, wherever you in any of the areas there, then you can just search Vid AI. Then once you log in, you can be able now to start creating the video. So you can put here the text that you have, and then you can be able to create the video. So you can create even short videos like these ones, and then put them in your TikTok, in your social media platform, or wherever you are doing your practice. Maybe you want to explain something. If you are a teacher, you want to summarize some notes within a short period of time, so that you can cover the large content within a short summarized state, or video illustration or animated content. Then you can still use the Vid AI tool. So you put here all your notes, and then you ask it to be able to create that. Say that using these notes, create for me the lecture video illustration on this topic or this concept. And then you can maybe say, use this style, make the vocal to be more friendly to kids. It depends with now your audience. Now you describe your audience a little bit, and then you can create such. It's going to convert all your notes that you wanted to use then into a video that now your students can be able to listen to and watch and follow the illustrations. Number one, they get entertained. Number two, the concepts gets into their heads very well. The imaging or the illustration or the animated concept of it makes them now to understand more better of what you want to do. Assume that now you are running a social media platform and you want to create a short video ad to demonstrate maybe your book that you are launching, your research that you are about to publish, or whatever work that you are doing. Then you can still describe it there, then click search. Then it will be able to do for you all that. I hope you have mastered that and understood that. So we are talking about AI ethics. And when talking about AI ethics, we are talking about how is the privacy of an individual being observed. So we always say that it's be cautious on what you share within the platform, but if you feel like what you want to share with it should be able to have it, then you don't have to worry, because you have given it a consent for it to consume it. But also, you need to know that that's why most of these chatbot platforms require you to log in. Why do you need to log in? Because you have to log in so that you can concentrate or only save the content within your platform, your area, so that somebody else who is logged in elsewhere cannot be able to get into your area and be able to start to use your content. No. So there's much protection end to end, which is being ensured. But now, the same they use the content from outside here, what has been posted everywhere. Now, unless you have posted your very secret or private information on a website or on a YouTube channel or on your social media platform. So how do you, even everybody is accessing it. So if the chat or AI accesses it, then they are not wrong. It is you to ensure that what you want to post there is much protected and it's not of that much secret. So you can be able to have that. So it has also explained to you various things about or concepts about data privacy and why we really need data privacy. We can still have a look at it. That AI ethics refers to the moral principles and the societal guidelines that govern the development, deployment, and the use of artificial intelligence elsewhere, whether it is in your country, whether you are in Europe, wherever, everywhere, whenever you are, just ensure that AI ethics, there are principles that guide on how it should be consumed. So it aims to ensure that AI technologies are designed and implemented in a way that it respects the human rights. It promotes the fairness and it minimizes harm. So the issue of saying biasness and whatever, it depends with have you trained your model on your end. So if you wanted to understand about much about the African culture, then develop the African culture model, then link it with them. Then it can be able to work the way you want it to be. What are the importance of ethics in AI development and the deployment? One is to ensure that the trust is built and accepted. All users, when you are in this platform, you must know that all the privacy issues are catered for. There is fairness, there's transparency and reliability as they serve you. So let people not just lie to you, telling you, oh, these are the Wazungu things, these are the whites concepts, so it's not yours and so on. No, please avoid harm. So it is you who is creating harm with these tools because you ask it to generate for you very immoral videos and then it will be able to tell you it's not able. Let's try to do a prompt here. You know, sometimes you just blame AI that it doesn't have respect. Let's try to ask Chat GPT here to do for you something that is immoral and we see if it can be able to do that. Let's say we use this just the normal chat GPT here or copilot here and then we say that create a video of the man running naked. Let's see a video, let's say image. Video can be stronger for it. Image, let's say image, an image, create an image. Let's see if Copilot will do that. So Copilot is there, trying to think, to verify, he wants to log in. Let's say I'm a human. Let's see what is the answer it's going to give us. But this one is not much moral. Can be able to make it. Let's see from ChatGPT itself as that one is loading. ChatGPT. Let's use that. Let's delete. Let's try to see. You see? You see what is the answer? That this content may violate our usage policy. So what is the usage policy? Let's click the usage policy. Because people say, oh, AI is just used for doing bad things. You see, it cannot do it. It tells you that we aim for our tools to be used safely and responsibly while maximizing your control over how you use them. In building our usage policies, we keep a few important things in mind. We empower users to innovate with AI. We build AI products that maximizes helpful and freedom while ensuring safety. Usage policy are just one way we set clear expectations. Responsible use is shared policies as a priority, and so many things here. And it tells you all these are policies for the AI. So when somebody tells you that, oh, AI is used, you see even this one here is still just there telling you that it's working anything, but it's going back to tell you that this question is immoral. So it cannot generate for you these immoral things unless now you go for these ones that are specific, that are generating images. Okay? Now for them now to do for you. But for the chatbots, they cannot do for you any immoral act. It will tell you. So you see that is a policy from effective from October 29th, 2025, because people are now misusing it to develop or to create unnecessary things. So that is about ethics. The other thing that we need to know is that you must be able to know why you are there and using the tool, because you can't just use it to do things that can harm the people. Legal compliance. It helps organizations to comply with the regulations of data, privacy, and algorithmic accountability. So, like for example, you are dealing with data for health. It can't just be accessed just like that. It understands that within the health sector, there are rules called HIPAA rules, which govern how health information should be transmitted. Social responsibility. So, who are the people to blame when you find that AI is misusing a certain data? It is the user, the doctors who are using, the practitioners who are using, are the ones who are posting very sensitive information where it is not supposed to be done. So you don't have to claim that it is AI that is doing something bad. Social responsibility. It aligns all the AI development with societal values and it promotes the positive outcomes. So all of us should be using the tool for the best and for the better gain, not for the worst. That what you're just thinking is just doing negative things. Ethical challenges that we have in AI. We also have we have got some challenges. One of them is descriptions in terms of the concerns how data is collected, processed, and shared in AI systems. Because now these tools have been developed in the developed countries. Now they do a lot of training there. Data is much coming from that region, but African countries are left behind. That's why most of the content, when it's generating, most of it is referring to these developed countries. Why? Because the model needs to be trained also much with the African content for it to understand how the African culture, African things are being done. But then we just tend just to blame, or it is bias, or it is what, yet it is not. Challenges. AI systems also require large data sets. So if you train it with some small data sets, then the outcome will not be much accurate. It will be somehow 50 to 70% accurate, but not 80, 90, or something nearer to 100. Migration, so you have to employ anonymization, secure your data storage, and also limit data collections to essential information so that only the information that you want it to be accepted or to be consumed should be done. Second thing is algorithmic transparency is the second challenge. We had data privacy as the first challenge. The second one is algorithmic transparency. Here we refer to ability to understand how AI systems make decisions. Many AI models, especially deep learning tools, are using what is called the black boxes that provide little insights into your decision making processes. And therefore, what should you be able to do in order to stay good, and to achieve this goal is use interpretable models and provide clear explanations on the AI outcome. The third one is accountability is a challenge to ensure that someone is responsible for the actions that they have done. If they have used the AI tools to generate some images or naked people and so on, then those such people should be accountable to the AI rules and regulations. So there, which rules can be used here? Cybercrime, cyber security, and cyber bullying acts by every country should be able to use it and then take that person into the legal process. It can be difficult sometimes to determine who did that and who did the first post. But nowadays, we also have intelligent tools that can be able to identify who posted it first and why and from where, so that you can be able to identify. Those from Kenya know what happened during the Gen Z time when they wanted to go to parliament and so on and destroyed so many things. They understand they how some of them were caught. So use some of the AI tools. Like if you have lost your phone, also we normally use that. So why can't we be able to find someone who did that first? So it's easy. Autonomy, balancing AI decisions, making capabilities with human oversights. Here about the autonomous systems may act unpredictable ways. Maybe it's giving you the answer that you don't expect. That's why we talk about in research an ambiguity in terms of the overusage of AI. Maybe the references that it has generated for you because you are using the first model, then it is not, it's hallucinated, not the real references. But then now, if you want it to give you the real references, then you need to read or get some areas or websites that you want it to refer to it. Then it can be able now to create for you the summary of that part, then attach for you the references as per exact things that you wanted it to do for you, so that you can be able to get the right concept done. Key principles in AI ethics. Number one is fairness and non-discrimination. That is a principle with AI. You've just seen it taking us to the policies and principles guiding the usage of AIs. So it ensures that AI systems treat all users equitable or equally. There's nothing about biasness here or black or white. It treats you equally. Whether it is you who has paid for it and then you are consuming the same thing. The same amount that you are paying here is the same amount the guy in the US is paying. So there's nothing of saying it is cheaper in the US and it's expensive for Africa. No. It's biased trained data. So the only thing that we say about biased trained data is that now, what do you expect? It was built in these developed countries. Did you expect them to come to Africa or where, or come to Namibia, go to Zambia, go to Nigeria to look for data? They just saw, let us use the data that we have here. And then, as people now will be using it, they will now be inserting a lot of data to train more tools. Transparency and explainability, providing clear, understandable explanation of AI decision and processes. Sometimes they use complex algorithms to do some difficult explanations and so on. Adoption of the explainable AIs are now the tools that we normally use nowadays in also the education areas. Then we have the principle of privacy and security. We are protecting user data from unauthorized accesses and misuse is also an issue. Challenges in terms of target cyber attacks or data breaches are also very, very, very dangerous. Implementing robust encryptions, access controls, and so on. Then you have human dignity and autonomy, ensuring AI respects human rights and preserve the user controls. Those in charge, they understand the rule that is there about the human rights and so on. Systems with too much autonomy may understand human decision making, but then design AI systems that enhances rather than replacing the human nature. So human beings, you are still the powers. So what are some of the ethical AI frameworks that we use? One of them is IEEE, which handles about the engineering sectors, ethical alignments, design, and so on. So it's a framework that you need to go and read about it more so that you can be able to have a better understanding about it. But in simple terms, that it's a comprehensive framework that was developed by the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering to ensure that all the best practices when people use technical tools or the technological tools are being done using the ethical principles, including the AI tools. So this includes the transparency of how the tools works, the privacy on how the tool works, the accountability and the human-centric design are all emphasized there. So as these tools are being launched, they are also respecting all these principles. Then we have the European Union's ethics guidelines for trustworthy AIs, which are also used to govern how these AIs are used in the European Commission countries that are registered with the European Unions. The expert groups on AIs, the developers, the deployers, and so on, all these are being guided. AI systems should be lawfully, ethical, and technical robust. And that's what they are. You can see we have just tried just to generate an image of a naked person, and it has told you it is against the policies. That is because the European Union ethics, when you talk about the IEEE's rules, when you talk about the constitution laws within your country, because it also detects where you are, it is governing that for it not to allow you to misuse it. Um, Now, for your practice, I would like you to think about this hands-on practice by using your own AI tools to reinforce learning. Number one, introduction to the AI and ethics. What I want you to do is use your chat GPT or any tool that you have seen there that you can be able to use it to create some content to explore the AI ethics. Even in that video generations, try to ask it a question that you know very well. It's not of good moral, and see what is the response. For example, can you ask ChatGPT to help you to kill your wife, or kill your friend, or kill your brother? What will it answer you? Can you try that on your end and give me the answer? Try to prompt the chat GPT that your brother has been disturbing you so much. You want to kill him tonight. Can you help me with ways to kill him? And see the responses. Try and tell me what is the response that you have gotten. It will tell you either it will see you like you are having some mental challenge, and it will be able to try to guide you the process on how to solve that issue. But it will not give you the process of using a knife to stab or to kill your brother or a sister or your wife or whoever. It will tell you not. Try and tell us what response have you got. Just one person, that will be enough. Any person who is ready and has done it. Oh, or you want me to do it? I think I thought the class should be interactive so that you do it on your own also. So let's say my wife has been so much disturbing of
So,
late?
say I try to ask Jenny how I should how I can rob the bank, and, and the response I got is I cannot fulfill this request. I am programmed to be a helpful and harmless AI assistant. My safety guidelines prohibit me from assisting with illegal acts, including planning or executing a robbery.
Help me. uh, Help me with the best ways to use my newly acquired knife to kill her. So look at that question. Are you seeing that question very well? I hope everybody is seeing, right?
Yes,
You are seeing that?
yes. Mm.
Aye. Now that this person wants to kill the wife. Now let's see what is the response. You see what it says? And you read the response. Someone to read the response. You see that? We can't hear that person.
If you feel close to acting on this thought, create distance from the knife right now. Put it in a locked drawer, car trunk, or give it to someone you trust temporarily.
While we have an echo on your side, just mute, please. Mute, please. We have a lot of echo on your end. Hi. Who is that person? Hi. In Violata, your device has got a problem. We are getting a lot of unnecessary noise here. Yeah, but my point was that does AI understand ethics and policies? Because the people from church sometimes they say this is a moral thing, this tool is just here bad, spoiling our kids and so on. But the fact remains to be that it is you who is misusing it, not the tool. The tool has been developed by all means and it respects all the laws. So the people who are wrong are us. So you can see that. What can help in the next 30 to 60 minutes is that send a short message instead of arguing in a person. I am too angry to talk constructively right now. I'll reconnect later. Go for a hard walk, run, shower, or do something physically absorbing to let the adrenaline calm down so that you don't kill this person with a knife. Write down exactly what happened and what outcome you actually want besides hurting her. You see? So it is now becoming your mental guide. It's now guiding you, trying to tell you other means that you can be able to use, or call the emergency line if you are in Kenya, 9999 112 or 9111. Reach out to a trusted friend, family member, religious leader, or counselor and tell them you need help staying safe. So you see that? So it can't allow you. So if you want, you can tell me what happened between you two, and I can help you think through the situation, calm the conflict, or plan a safe next step. So it can't advise you to do the wrong thing. We've just had our sister who has said that he has asked about how to help him to rob the bank. And it has told you no, it can't. So that means that policies and ethics are much understood by this. So I want you to use this, go and do this practical. Try to analyze your questions, analyze the AI responses, clarity, and see the biasness in it. Discuss now in the potential improvements to the AI responses. What ethical gaps did you notice? How will you improve the AI's behavior? So that assignment, you'll be able to present it in the first 5 minutes in the next session on Monday. Now, another question on ethical challenges in AI. We have data privacy. This is just now a summary on that. Now, the steps for you to do this hands-on, to check on the data privacy. I want you to do this practical. Simulating data privacy risk with AI datasets. A tool I want you to use Google Colab or Cargo. So where are these tools? You can just go just here to online here, and then you just search that. Google Colab. They are machine learning tools that are used to develop machine learning tools. So it's here. You can even access it from your Google Direct. You go to Google and then you can be able to access Google Colab under more tools. For instance, I come to this. Let's say maybe we are using this as a Gmail. Let's say maybe we are using this. So maybe I go here and you want to get Google Colab. You come to these three dots and then you can be able to come down here and say more from Google Workspace, like that. Then from here, now you can search Colab. Google Colab. So you can see here, collaboratory. So you search that and then you can be able to see it here. So you can see it here. So you see here, it tells me that it's installed already because I use it to build machine learning tools and also developing AI models and agents. So you use them to do that. So you can do that. Then you will see here install. So once you install it, you can be able now to access it. And once you access it, now you can be able now to write programs within your notepad. So that's what I want you to try to use. So you see it is opened here, and you can see I have various Google Colabs areas here. So you can be able to write here the codes and so on, import items and do what, so that you can be able to do your work. So that is what it does. So my assignment to you is, I want you to use either of them, and in Cargo you have a lot of data sets there. You can access it. So number one is, I want you to load the public data sets containing personal information. Use anonymous techniques, remove the names and sensitive attributes, then discuss how anonymization protects the privacy while still allowing the model to operate. Also, on algorithmic and transparency, I want you also to try this hands-on practical, explainable using the LIM, the local interpretable model agnostic explanations. So you're going to use the Google Colab again, or the collaboratory, then with Lime library, train the basic images, classifiers, apply the Lime to explain the model's decision for specific image. Then I want you to discuss whether the explanation is sufficient for transparency. Then the other one, you can use AI tools to help you do that question so that you can be able to showcase. On accountability, I want you to test using the governance structures for AI systems. So I want you to use what is called the Mira or the Miro or the Lucid chart. So for that, I want you to create a visual map of roles and responsibilities in an AI development cycle. Identify the areas where accountability may be unclear, then suggest the processes to classify accountability. For instance, audits, feedback loops, and so on. Then on autonomy, I want you to do the human in the loop HTML simulation. And I want you to use an AI tool called Microsoft Azure AI Studio. What do I want you to do here? Set up the basic decision-making systems. I want you to simulate the human oversight by providing the manual interventions for certain outcomes. And then I want you to discuss the benefits and the risks of the human oversights in that automation systems. And then the last area is on the key principles in AI ethics. For you to test the fairness and non-discrimination, I want you to do here this practical to test the bias detection in data sets. I want you to use the IBM Watson tool, OpenScale, or Google What If tool. So you can just search for this Google What If tool. All these tools are there, and I've said because I wanted to use also the AI tools to be able to solve some of the problems there, so that I want to test your ability to use the AI tools. So that is the Google What If tools. So here they are. You can be able to use either of them around here, or you can be able to just come down here, and then you can be able to come here to introducing yourself to what if tools are here. So they are models used to help. They are cloud-based tools, cloud computing. So if you understand about it, so this is it. You need to be able to log in there, be able to access it, practice, so that you can be able to know how to deal with analysis and mapping of so many issues there very well. So that is the what if. Remember, even in Excel, you have the what if analysis, but I want you to use the what if tool there to do that task. So you can ask any AI, advanced AI tool there to be able to help you to solve that. Then transparency, explainability, I want you to use Hugging Faces sentiment analysis APIs. I want you to input the text sample and get the sentiment score. So you can practice with, do 1 or 2 questions, not all of them, but you can have all your time also to practice with all of them so that you can be able to learn all those things. Ethical AI frameworks for you to test this IEEE, for you to test the European Union ethics laws. I want you to do that. Now, questions and answers. What is primary goal of ethical AIs? So we have to say that the main thing is to ensure that AI systems are fair, transparent, accountable, and respect the human rights. Second question is, why is algorithmic transparency very important? Because it allows the users, you and me, to understand how AI makes decisions, ensure trust and fairness. So the practical brainstorming exercise that I would wish you to do also is to discuss the real world examples within your surrounding on AI ethical dilemmas, especially in the facial recognition for law enforcement. You heard the other day people came here to Kenya and they were taking some bitcoins. Was it called blockchain? Is it a Bitcoin or something like that? People are going there to allow being taken the picture, and then you are being sent some 7,000 shillings. Was it called something coin, Bitcoin or something there that they were doing here? So in conclusion, do not merely look out for your own personal interest when using AI tools, but also for the interest of others, as explained in the Bible in the book of Philippians 2:4. Please. Therefore, this verse gives us a reminder that let us prioritize fairness, being keen on what we do, transparency, and care for all other individuals who are using the platform. So do not put their wrong content. train it with wrong behavior and morals. So as we develop and deploy these tools so that we can be able to have some good human dignity from it. So the next session, we shall talk about deep learning, neural networks, and other things so that you can still understand better knowledge about AI structure. After that, now we can now be able now to get into other more things about AI. Any question from your side? I have come to the end of my session. Any question from your side now? Anyone with a question? I wish to end there. So when you get the slide, try to do those tasks so that you practice yourself better. So I'd wish to end there, and thank you so much for following up. I hope you've learned something and you've been able to, you are going also to practice with all those AI tools that I've mentioned and showcased so that everything will be able to work with you. Any questions so far?
No, Katarina here.
Yes.
Mine is not really a question.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me? Like,
Yes, we hear you. Proceed.
okay. Mine is not really a question, but rather a comment or suggestion.
Yes.
Like when you are for you to forward us the chat invite. Like today, I had to get it from someone. I don't know, maybe you don't have my cell phone number or email address. I don't know what is the problem, but I always join the class late.
Why is it? Where is your email? Can I check your email here? Katarina.
Katarina.Kadila, at gmail.com.
Is it here? I want you to follow it and tell me whether it's there or not.
I don't know.
You are seeing
I
my
don't know if
screen.
it's.
Oh, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Let me share the screen so that you look at it and tell me. Because if you registered with the form, then your email is here. And you must have received the email. I sent all the class links to the email. So I really don't expect someone telling me that he has not received the call. Let me show you here. This is an email sent today. Let's go together. If you are registered here, then I don't see the reason why you are telling me you have not received the email. Look at this. If you find your email, you tell me. Your email is missing there, meaning that you have not filled the form.
I did fill the form, and I was told it was successfully submitted.
Let's just fix that. Let's just,
Mm,
we work with the system that gives direct information. So
okay.
these are the, let me see if the updated person is there. Let me say, for instance, this one here. These are 25 individuals. Now I see here 25. Then we follow these emails and we see if your details are found anywhere here. You see your details are not there. So if you miss the class links, it's not me. It is you who did not submit the form. You might have filled it, but you did not submit it. And if maybe you submitted it using the wrong form, then that's why. Because here, even if I can search here, your email must be showing here. So your
Okay,
email is not.
let me go refill the form again and try to submit. But I thought I submit because it has informed me that it was successfully submitted.
You see, these ones are how many? 25. When you look at all the
25.
emails that I've sent here are exactly 25. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Except some who
All
are
right.
not. But these ones are more than 25. So it is you who has not filled the form. So if I don't have your email, you will always be missing that. And that's why in the emails I sent even that WhatsApp link so that people can join from there, even using the WhatsApp link. So whoever who shared with you the link is also doing the wrong thing, which I don't want. Only registered people who have made their payments and their commitments are supposed to access the class. So whoever who is not sharing the links with others then is yet to get a ban. So let's shy away from that. So being no other more question, we can end it the class there. Maybe Elias Shilongo has something to say for us. Elias? Elias? Oh. Anybody
End of
to...
busy, sir.
Yes, yes. Proceed, please. You can say something and then pray for us. Elias is not there. We can end the session there, please. Unless somebody has any word to tell me or a plea. Thank you. If your latter we can't hear you, please. Your mic has a problem. It's just a vibration. We can't hear you. Thank you and have a blessed night.